Cuarentona. Hello, it's la Baicona 956. Hey Nancy, hello, hello. Hello to everyone. ¿Cómo están? ¿Cómo están, amores preciosos? Amores, los quiero mucho. Hey, Rose Rose. I hope someone's sharing my live. I hope someone shares my live porque mi amigocha Delia couldn't make it tonight with us. Delia no está aquí. Pero aquí está con nosotros, con su espíritu, con nosotros, aquí con nosotros, Delia. Gracias, gracias por estar aquí con nosotros. Share, 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 like, likes, likes, invite a friend. Vamos a hablar a todo, guys. Ahora vamos a hablar al chile de todo. Hello, Denise. Hello, Mayor. Hello, hello to everyone. I've been receiving a lot of messages, a lot of welcome or whatever messages and stuff. Hello to everyone. So we're going to wait a little bit for people to tune in, guys, before we move on. And this guys, hello, hello, hello. Okay, we're getting our numbers up there. Hello, hello to everyone, guys. Remember, you gotta like it. Like the video, share the video, like, share, 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 share. Let's wait a little bit longer so people can tune in, guys, with us para darles el 411, el chismazo y todo el pedo. Saliendo del horno. Bien salido del horno. But, thank you, Danny. Thank you, Danny, for sharing my lives. Remember, Danny is now sharing lives. Everybody's sharing lives. You got to share. You got to like. I need more likes up there, guys. Por favor. Hello, Jaime. And guys, have a fantastic. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you a cada uno de ustedes por todo este gran apoyo que me han dado. I want to thank everybody for giving me Miss Painter. Somebody messaged it to Miss Painter. Hello, Comis, Roser. Hello, Shelly. ¿Cómo estás? Hello to everyone. Hello, Eva. Hello, Juanito. Juan and Pancho, hello, 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 hello. Justice for hello to everyone, guys. So les tengo bastante que platicar, a lot to talk about, a lot I could say. Season 4, Orange is the New Black. Season 4 starts today. JK, guys. Season 4 don't start today. Season starts in 2 weeks. Season 4 will start, guys. Con la nueva presentada. Ya no voy a hacer Rubí la Conchenta. Voy a hacer. Hello?
Hey, hi, it's Brenda. Hey, just wanted to remind everybody que no names.
Oh, yeah, guys. Brenda just called to remind us that no names, por favor, guys, in the comments, because I don't want to be caught up reading names. Please, guys, please.
If not, the way they just time them out or they remove their message.
Yes.
Just thought I would call.
Okay, thank you, Brenda. Appreciate it, Brenda. Okay, bye-bye. I'll be the first one to say. Revela puñetona. Winona, tripona, zancas miadas. Pero así me quieres, pinche perro, así me quieres. Bueno, vámonos ya para lo que estamos aquí, guys. Thumbs up. I hope you're doing good, Claudia, with your surgery. Que you're recovering pretty good. Déjame me tome mi agua, guys. Taking my views was about to go live. I'm sorry, Digital. I'm sorry, mi amor. I'm sorry. But thanks for being here with me tonight, mi amor. I love you. Hello to everyone, guys. So, muchos quieren saber de lo que está pasando, de lo que ha pasado. Shit, I thought I saw somebody outside. I'm losing my marbles. I thought I saw somebody right there. I was like, what? Then it's my own fucking shadow, pendeja. Así me tienen de guasia y retardada, guys. Because I was looking outside y me asusté con mi... Ay, ¿cómo tendrá la conciencia, pendeja? ¿Cómo tendrá la conciencia? Ay, esta pinche rubizona, guys. Rubí la cuachentona, 956, la cuachenta bayucona. Okay, let's speak a little bit of what's going on, guys. A lot of people are wondering about certain things that have been going out through the day. I can't really talk about certain things, guys. All I have to say, one of the things I gotta say here, guys, is that the person who was stalking me, I finally was able to, I had talked about it in the past that I was gonna go and press charges on people. And I did, guys. I was losing my marbles. I didn't feel safe. I felt my anxiety, it was kicking in. I felt paranoid. I couldn't function appropriately. My thoughts were not there clearly. I even to a point where I had developed brain fog, and it was just very difficult for me to be able to focus. I had gone through my psychiatrist. They had increased my medications. There was increase on my Xanax to 3 times a day. There was increase on my Adderall and my other medications because of so much emotional distress they had caused me, paranoia. My PTSD was out of whack. Um, and it was just I couldn't focus. I didn't feel safe as a person, and I still feel a certain way because of certain people who have continued to attack me in a malicious way, who have tried to, belittle me, embarrass me, spreading lies that I have AIDS, spreading lies that I'm a child molester, target, doing hate crimes because of my sexual preference. And there's more to it, guys, but at the end of the day, I had to do what I had to do to protect myself as an individual. Um, and it's a sad situation because yo no le deseo a nadie to be in any position like that because yo no soy esa persona. Yo he estado en la cárcel, no me estoy burlando de nadie. A mí no me gustó estar en la cárcel. And that's it, guys. And that's it. That's all I got to say about that. Um, Vandalism. We want to talk about vandalism as well. They did vandalize my car twice. They've done it here where I live. Me vinieron, me quebraron las ventanas, and they actually, they fucked up my tires too. And it was to a point where I can't even, still to today, I cannot leave my car here at home. I have to go hide it somewhere else in order for me able to sleep comfortable at home, because if I leave it at home, I run the risk of them coming to vandalize it again. And it sucks. It sucks that they got to that point where, like, they're causing me some sort of torment in my life. They're like torturing me. And there's a lot of them that are doing it, from hate pages, from different other platforms. And it's like, when are they going to stop? When am I going to be able to live a normal life? Thank you, Roser. And it's not only about me, to be honest. That's just how I feel. But there's a lot of you who have been victims to those hate pages. A lot of you guys. Roser was there, Danny was there, Danny's mom was there, Brenda Lee was there, her mom was there, Frank, his kids, and who else? Ram was placed out there, the mayor was placed out there, Miss Painter, Delia, Cristina Canales, and her mother. So you name it, guys. There's so many people out there who have been victims to these individuals, and Kim Rain as well, guys. So there's more to this than what we believe, guys. Vanessa was a victim as well, and I feel that we have to stand up for one another, guys. I know that I'm the one behind the screen here. I know that I'm behind the YouTube channel, and me, I was a victim. Marlene was a victim, guys. So, it's me behind the channel, guys, and it's me who has become the voice for a lot of you guys. And I don't regret it. I don't regret ever fighting somebody else's battles, guys. I don't regret ever standing up for any of you guys. Nelda was also exposed to for no reason. Uh, Stephanie as well. So I don't regret ever standing up for any of you guys, because there's always one person who has to stand up for each and every one of us. I chose to do it behind this screen. I chose to do it not only for me, but for a lot of you guys. And I've been arrested before. And, there is justice that's going to happen for me, because a lot of things are just coming out, and a lot of things are just being placed out there where things are changing. Claudia, your daughter, and yourself. And it's a sad situation for me. And I say it's a sad situation because I'm not the one who I'm not, this is not who I try to be, guys. I'm not a cop caller. I'm not any of that stuff. But I was already fed up. I was saying, ya, déjenme vivir tranquilos, guys. Ustedes también. It's something that is just hard to function when you have so many platforms attacking you. And I comprehend Vanessa to a certain extent, guys, because they were trying to make me to live the same life she was living. What they were doing to Vanessa, they were doing it to me. And justice for Kendrick. And to a point where I was like, yo no soy Vanessa, guys. Even though I am a man, removing the wig, guys, even with the wig on, I am a man. I am able to sustain more than what a woman does, that Vanessa does. But at this point, it's like, when can we all just stop? And I say stop because I'm not saying I'm innocent of not talking shit or anything like that. But when they consistently try to dig and try to come after me, they went back to Frank and trying to get Frank in trouble with something else that he had not been doing. And they're just poking to see where they could get people triggered, to see how they could get people in trouble. And that is not right. Let me call Miss Painter because I know she wanted to talk to us, guys.
Hello.
Hello, Miss Painter. ¿Cómo estás, comis?
Bien, bien. ¿Y tú?
Pues yo estoy muy bien de salud and everything.
¿Estás live?
Yes, I'm live.
Okay, no, es que no me caen los notifications.
I don't know. Por eso te dije, déjame hablarte. I have 195 people. Dije, aquí me falta la mera chingona, la chingonona.
Tú sabes. Oye, ¿estás bien?
Yo estoy muy bien de salud y todo.
Qué bueno, porque pues con todo el borlote que se oye por todos los pages ahora en la tarde, dije, pues estará bien Jaime, eso es lo más importante.
Right.
Y pues bueno, pues lo que se oye, y I can't help but to read comments and do all and hear all this stuff, but I think the majority of the people believe that it's about time. It's about time, and I know you probably can't talk about any of this. I realize that, but I've got to give my input, and I'm happy and glad, porque muchas veces, y I've been saying it over and over because people keep saying, pues yo no dije nada, yo no digo nada, que muchas veces necesitan irse para atrás y ver comentarios y ver cosas que ellas piensan que no dijeron nada, pero están desmadrando gente. Y eso, Jaime, you know, in other pages, mejor se salen que deal with all the abuse that people have been getting. You know, people may say, what are you doing there? You're fighting battles that are not yours, but there's still people that are being hurt. There's battles that some people cannot fight, and you know, it's enough is enough. Lo más tú. So, estoy muy feliz hoy y ojalá que todo eso abra más puertas y más que abra más el conocimiento with police departments across the valley, DAs across the counties, that they see the actual stuff that's going on, y que porque they hide behind other people and they have other people do their stuff, no cuenta así. So I'm happy so far with the progress, and it just takes time, y va a salir más gente que you know are gonna have a lot. There's already people pulling out videos and saying, well, I remember this, I remember that will help you.
Mm-hmm.
But just know that I'm behind you.
Thank you.
100%. I do not condone what this person has done and has done to Vanessa from day one. And Vanessa, I don't know why she has never filed charges. And I get it, no le hacían caso, pero a lo mejor ahora sí le hacen caso, porque there's plenty of evidence there where the same thing was going on with her. So, el que se agüita se encuera.
Well, mira, Ms. Painter, you and I, we had a conversation since yesterday, and we had it off the air. I mean, I called you and stuff, and I explained to you my situation, and I told you that there was many reasons why I stepped it up, and it puts me in between because I explained to you for certain things why, you know, it's hard to talk about it, but you know how I felt with certain things, and at the same time I would hesitate, and I didn't want to do this, I don't want to do that. But at the end of the day, I saw too many people that were getting hurt, too many victims that were being attacked, too many people that have been dragged into the mud, and I said, ya fue mucho, ya yo me
Yeah.
da. I put others before me, and I've always been esa clase de persona. Me quito la camisa para dársela a alguien más. And I stand up for each and every one of you because I'm grateful. Whether you all have helped me through a cash app, through a prayer, through a call, through a text, it doesn't matter. At the end of the day, I'm just grateful for the support, and I want to thank Claudia for the super chat right now. But it was very difficult to make a decision for me. It was difficult because, como te digo, yo no soy el clase de persona de andar involucrado así ni nada. But like I said, my brother Jesse es el que me llamó la atención. Like, ya párala tu pinche pedo. You have to do what you gotta do. Si a ti nomás te están zamboteando al pinche
And
cárcel.
get us to have legal advice at your service. When it comes from a person, a legal advice saying, Jaime, do something about this, and you can do it, was, hey, what do you have to lose? You got to do it, because if they don't stop with this and
It
what's
was
coming,
it was driving me to a point that I was losing it. I honestly, when I stopped doing those lives for those couple of days, I was losing my marbles. To be honest, it wasn't that I was hiding. It wasn't that I was doing anything like that. It's just that I didn't feel safe after that phone call came in that they were trying to pretend to be that they were here in my house for a welfare check, and it wasn't true. I feared that somebody was here to do me wrong. I felt unsafe when
that phone call was, what the intention behind that phone call was to harm you.
right. Y me
Oh,
acuerdo las words de este guy que supuestamente es investigator Villanueva. Me dijo, you know what? We're not going to wait at your house because your mom's there. Meet us at the park. We'll be at the park waiting for you. And I was like, why do you have to wait for me at the park? And so I had this conversation with him. I ended up calling PD, and they're like, we need a batch number. I guess they didn't believe me. And they're like, we need a batch number from the officers. One of the officer, Bella and Luna, or whoever, made contact with them. And after that, they made contact with them. Ya no me hablaron. De ahí I decided to make calls to Willacy County Sheriff's Department. They don't have an investigator by the name of Villanueva. And then I called Judge Cantu's office. They don't have anybody. They never sent anybody to pick me up. So that call from the sheriff's department never came from the sheriff department itself. It was somebody to pretend to lure me in to, I guess, beat the shit out of me or do something to me. I don't know. So I go back and I reflect on Vanessa's story, and it sounds legit. I
yeah.
mean,
I believe that Vanessa's got a point there. She may not remember everything because it was a time of her life that she was messed up, but there's something to it. You have to pay attention to what's going on. The same things are happening to you.
right.
You can't do a live anywhere because the cops show up. How do the cops know? They
If I'm at the park, I remember
calls,
when I was at the park, the cops were there every time I was at the park. When I
right?
went to Applebee's, the cops were there, I believe, once, and I was at the outlets. The como se dice, the security guard company was there. So everywhere where I was, they had like a trail on me, or they had some sort of, I guess, tracker. I don't know what they did, but they knew exactly where I was at. Thank you, Brenda Lee, for the super chat. So that's the reason I didn't want to go out for a couple of days. I stayed in. I didn't even stay at my house because I feel for I not only did I fear for my life, but I had family here, and if they were coming for me, well, why put my family in that danger? So I said, you know what, I'm just gonna go stay at a friend's house, ni modo. Y así pasó. I stayed there till I made contact with the Willacy County Sheriff's Office. They said we didn't have a warrant. They didn't even know where the warrant was. Finally, I spoke to the detective. She did say you have a warrant for harassment class B. I said, bueno, I'm going to go in. No hay ningún problema. I'm going to go in and come out. And I own up to my responsibility. That doesn't mean I'm guilty of it. But, you know, if there's a warrant or anything, I had to turn myself in. Yo no me voy a andar escondiendo de las autoridades. So
Yeah.
I did what I had to do, but at the same time, I was living a life feeling unsafe, and it
Well,
was
and Jaime, how much better than all of these police departments? They have logs of what numbers called in, those false reports that you needed a welfare check, or that you were somebody that was causing harm, or that you were going to create problems, and they would come up to you to see if you were okay. They should have a log of who are the people that were stalking you, who are the ones that were sending these cops out there and were making these false reports.
right. I think they called the cops here in Heidelberg at the park about 4 or 5 times because I remember as soon as I would leave, here comes the cops. As soon as and it was like otra
And
vez lo
at
mismo,
Chili's, at
and at
Chili's,
Chili's too. So it was so many it was so many things that it was just driving me crazy. It was like otra vez, and like, oh, I gotta look to my back. I gotta see. Even till now, I mean, I don't know if y'all noticed during my lives, I'm always looking. There's a car coming. I have to turn and look. I gotta have to because I don't feel safe. I don't feel that I could live a normal life safe because they were driving me to a point where I was losing my marbles. To be honest.
there were, those 2 days that you got off social media and you had to go and get away because you didn't know, you knew for a fact that it wasn't police that were looking for you. So it was somebody that wanted to harm you.
Right.
And second is in social media, in some platforms, they were accusing and assuming that somebody was harboring a fugitive. That's the way they put it. That somebody was harboring a fugitive, que alguien te estaba escondiendo.
Mm-hmm.
And so you called the sheriff's department. They said they didn't even have a warrant for you.
Right. They didn't have a warrant at the Willacy County Sheriff's Office. The warrant had not even been taken into the office itself. The warrant was still sitting at Judge Cantu's office. So the Willacy County judge wasn't even aware there was a warrant. So finally it reached there, and I called again and again and again. Finally said, yes, we do. Thank you, Texas girl, for the super chat. But it led to that point. Like it was hard. But at the same time, I had to stand up for a lot of you guys, and I do it out of the kindness of my heart because ya era mucho.
Well, we worried for you too. Everybody was worried for you too, because the other platforms will come out and make remarks like they're looking for you. They were all looking for you.
Right. They were looking for me at Ojos Locos.
What do they have of looking for you? Now, the same thing happened to Vanessa when they wanted her arrested. They kept worrying about, is she ever going to come out to eat? Like they were outside watching her house.
And there is a video on that pitch pit where they're passing by my house and they're recording that my car's here parked in the back, whatever. But it was to the point where like even pass through my house and record to see if my vehicle was there.
Yes.
And it's like, and that was during the day.
The comment they were making on that video was definitely that they were checking to see if you were there.
Mm-hmm.
It's not like they were going by the street and se acabó el pedo. No. The thing is that you don't live in a main street where all cars pass by there either.
No, but I live outside in the country. It's like you have to travel, or you get off the expressway, you have to travel maybe about 1, 2, 3, like 4 or 5 miles north, and then you have to go into the colonia, the subdivision itself, to be able to get to where I live. I don't live off the street itself, the main street. So you have to drive in, and in that video, you could easily tell that they drove in, they reversed, they came back, and then they recorded the video. But I mean, it's kind of like, I don't know, it's just difficult.
And why? Only I really do think that it's because of your sexual orientation, preference, whatever you want to call it, because you haven't done anything to those people that would warrant them going after you that way, looking. I've
always said it's more because if you look at the pitch pit itself, it's a hate crime. They express themselves as faggot or homosexual or maricon or whatever it is, but they could never express themselves without using those words. Now I know the whatever else, but it always has to bring in the joto maricon or whatever it is. It doesn't really affect me at all, to be honest, but they still bring it in there where it becomes like a hate crime towards myself. That's what it is.
Yeah.
And whether I like dick or not, I mean, no es como si me estuvieran cogiendo ellos for them to be so concerned on who the fuck I'm with or not. And that's what it seems like. It's that some people are obsessed, like cuando me vas a dar verga culo, pretty. And I mean, if that's the case, that they want to fuck, well, just call me, no hay pedo, les hago el favor.
No, 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 no te vayan a dar algo. No, pero fíjate nomás que esto, yo, I pray that it opens up in this investigation, it opens up other doors. It brings up other people that are hating on you because of that, because that page has a lot of hate towards you and me and everybody I've not seen one positive post there. ¿Y por qué van en Peach Pet Revisited too? Because even Facebook los ha quitado dos veces because it's a hate page. And they bring up another one. And they bring up another one. So for Facebook to say that this is not right there and then, investigators should see that these people, even Facebook, cannot control them.
Right. And like I told you before, I stood up for one of the persons, and I told you yesterday I stood up was for Delia. I mean, to me, it's like.
And I thought, I cried this afternoon and I said, Delia, the worst part about this is that you're not here to be the first one to call me and tell me that this happened. Because she would have been the first one to call me to tell me that this happened. And it was a moment of missing her, but I said, you know what? You're seeing this and you're going to get to see every single person that has treated you unfairly, because she has helped a lot of people, and these same people have come back and said, you're in hell. After tan buena persona que fue con ellos. Que chava, maldiciones. Oye, pues si así no hell va a estar lleno porque todas echan maldiciones. Pero I am happy that especially for her, because I am convinced, and nobody's going to tell me otherwise, that picture that night is what. Yes, Delia had heart conditions. She was sick. She had a heart condition, but that picture is what triggered her death, and I am totally convinced that that's what caused it, and that page is responsible for that response.
Right. Y como te vuelvo a decir, Miss Painter, it's just hard. It's hard for me because I can't talk about it in details. But at the same time.
Pero todo va a salir en corte todo. And the only thing I'm asking you, Jaime, is don't let it go. Don't drop any charges. Don't let it go. Take it all the way. Take it all the way, because this is a wrong that if you allow it to happen, it will happen to other people, or it will happen to you even more.
Right.
Porque te atacan. I mean, ya no te bajan de... Y deja tú, que digan la verdad. Y yo todo el tiempo le he dicho, a un joto nunca le van a ganar. Pero que digan la verdad está bien. Pero ese borlote que tienes AIDS, que you molested kids. I saw just there while I was going through that page, que estás tú con un retrato con Kendrick, and they're saying that, as a matter of fact, the same person posted that you had abused Kendrick at the library.
Right. They said that I had, I guess, had sex or rape or whatever it was at the library's restroom and if you walk into the library in Mercedes, the library is so small that the restroom's like right in front of the secretaries, people, whatever. So nomás a gente tan pendeja y mala de la cabeza va a pensar de esa manera. And they do it in a malicious way because they can't find ways to bring me down. They'll start attacking innocent people that I associate with just to hurt people's lives. And at the end of the day, you guys are a strong army because, mira, you guys, a lot of y'all have been blasted y como quiera siguen conmigo.
Yeah.
And you guys have shown me tremendous support that I appreciate it de todo corazón because
Because Jaime, I'm strong because I know better. I know there's some pendejas and they're stupid people. But there's people that they harm, like Kendrick. Kendrick was very hurt. He's very upset. He can't comprehend why people would do this to him or to you. And there's where the abuse is.
Right. And I've talked to Kendrick on the side and I tell him that, Kendrick, do not listen to these people. Do not bother paying attention. And he's always messaging me that he's praying for me or that he's at his tia's house and stuff like that. But at the same time, I've always said it, come after me however you want. However you all want. Échenme hasta de lo que voy a morir. Pero Kendrick no, por favor. Kendrick no, porque pues Kendrick es nada que ver en esto. Like, a veces viene aquí a ese comment, that he's leaving to Dallas or to Detroit or whatever it is. Pero he has no tiene maldad. Thank you, loved ones. Thank you for the super chat.
Yeah.
Y como les digo yo, like,
hey,
it's hard.
Apparently somebody sent me something de que estaban diciendo ahí en ese page que yo necesitaba ir a un nursing home para que un viejito me la metiera. Dije, por favor, un viejito va a tener una para meterme. No, I mean, I know better, pero what is it? They were just talking shit because they think that they can make me have a heart attack and die like Delia over their bashing. Well, they're wrong. My cardiologist said, there's no way I'm going to have a heart attack over their stupidity. Porque one, I won't even let it bother me.
Mm-hmm.
So, que sigan chingando y al rato van a ir a dar ahí y ojalá que haya también para el ban de ellos porque se la van a pasar pagando bans y pagando abogados. Esa es la peor cosa que tienen. Después de que dicen las babosadas que dicen, hacen lo que hacen, mandan gente a buscarte, hablan al police department para hacer un false report, chingue. Después andan ahí pidiendo dinero para los abogados porque tienen que ir a corte con abogados.
Well, the thing is that I'm blessed to have a brother who's an attorney and that has shown me that, I mean, he doesn't, and thank you, Rosa, thank you. And to be honest, my brother doesn't condone everything that I do. Si me regaña, si me llama la atención, and like every brother would, right? But he's still not going to stop loving me. He's still not going to stop showing, his support. He still got my back at the very end of the day. And I'm blessed to have a brother who's an attorney. And y gracias, le agradezco todo lo que ha hecho por mí and all the good advice he's given me. And one of the things is también le agradezco for trusting me. Obviously, at one point, we had lost some sort of communication because andaban las drogas. Nunca lo he negado. But we text every day. We communicate every day. We talk about, life and other things that he's been doing and stuff. But it's brother love. And you have other people who continue to live off the past. No, his brother doesn't like him. His brother this, his brother that. His brother hates him. His brother doesn't want him to associate with. At the end of the day, all that I did wrong are como te diré, there were open wounds that have closed in life. So that doesn't affect us anymore. We've moved on from my mistakes. Just because I don't put my personal life with my brother's situation, how we are in very good terms with all of them, that doesn't mean that that we're still living off the mistakes that I did in the past. As a matter of fact, when I was in jail, I think Rosa and some of you guys were texting my brother the very first time, and this last time también, everybody was active again. And my brother said he's just so amused with so much support and love that I have by you guys.
Yeah.
And he's very grateful.
Yeah. He,
I think I gave you my brother's number before I went to jail too, Miss Brina.
Yes, yes. I have communication. If I needed to talk to him, I would. But pues
As a
it was.
matter of fact, let me tell you something. My brother Art's here at home, right? That page on January 20th, the Antonio Campos, the same one that some people have been using left and right to harass people, messaged my brother Art. He read me the message, and all he did it was he blocked it. He's not going to get involved in this. Ustedes quieren andar peleándose o lo que sea, ustedes, pero he didn't get upset. I explained to him the whole situation and I explained to him what was going on. But now they're contacting my family members because they're trying to do, I guess, problems in my household. It is not going to work. We have great communication. They are going to contact me and let me know these people are messaging me. He saw it and it was the same fake profile that Ram was being harassed with.
Mhm. And the sad part about it is that every single one of these people need to spend more time getting their families closer together than to be worrying about disrupting your family.
Mm-hmm.
Porque tienen enfermos, porque tienen problemas, tienen, whatever reason.
I think that's one of the things that people need to worry about, worrying about their own household. We have people that entre familias se andan peleando. We saw it with my tia Jessica, with her sisters, whatever.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, fix your own household, fix your own problems. Don't worry about my problems. Don't worry about anything that I'm going through. Like my household is perfectly fine. My family is so proud of me because they know for a fact that I don't do drugs. It's not in me to do it anymore. They knew when I was lost in drugs. They knew what I was doing. They knew que me trancaba en el cuartito y dale todo el día ahí drogado y todo el pedo. But at the same time, they didn't approve it. They didn't want to deal with it. But they were not going to kick me to the curb either. So eventually, I snapped the fuck out of it. But things are so different in my household. I mean, it's to a point where
That's what a family does. A family sticks together and helps each other out,
right.
especially at their worst time. And this is what these people, I see it a lot, should be doing instead of trying to get your brothers to not like you or to
Mm-hmm.
get your brothers to see that you're doing something wrong. Your
Right.
brothers know you better than anybody else.
Right. My brothers always said it before. Yo no me voy a meter con nadie. Yo no voy a andar peleando con nadie si no me están picando, si no me están cagando el palo. That's what it is. El que me caga el palo, pues yo también voy a cagar palo. You know what I mean? But
Mhm.
yeah, like for them to be messaging my brothers recently, también they messaged last week or the week before, they messaged my brother Jesse. He told me about it. He's like, no, but I just blocked it. Like, I'm not going to deal with any other pendejadas anymore because he saw what they were up to at the beginning. Yes, he brought it up to my attention. You need to quit your shit, blah, blah, blah. But when he started seeing everything, and I had Roser to help me out and send them videos and everything of what they were doing, he's like, espérame tantito. Esta gente no
Yeah.
tiene vergüenza de up to call my office and to text me cuando las otras me están mentando la madre si somos de la misma mamá. Like, pendejas ellas, you know?
Esa es la cosa, que no saben que there's supporters of yours that are computer savvy and are able to put these pieces together and show a judge and show a jury and show anybody that wants to see it what they have done on that side. And yes, they can also do the same thing with you and I. But like I've always said, we have to defend ourselves. And another thing is, we don't take it to the point of sending people to look for them. We don't take it to the point of sending people to hurt them. And we also don't sit in the show and say, ay, pues every single day le ruego a Dios que se mueran tantas gentes.
Right.
You know, esos son cosas que we just don't do. Acá es pura broma, puro reírse. Si ellos ponen una babosada, nos vamos a rir de eso.
Right. I mean, at the end of the day, pues, como quiera van a hablar de uno. And the thing is, you can't dwell on what they're saying because como quiera hablan mierda de uno. But the problem here is when they started crossing the line with certain things. At the end of the day, como te digo, my family and I were perfectly fine. They could continue to message and they could continue to contact them, but they know exactly what I do. As a matter of fact,
I hope it someday or throughout all this thing que salga quién fregado estaba buscándote esa noche.
That's one of the main things is that I still haven't gotten that peace in my life. I want to know who that person was. I want to know who pretended to be from the sheriff's department and try to lure me in to hurt me, because that's basically what they wanted to do. There was nothing from the Willacy County Sheriff's Department, nothing from the sheriff's department. It was an individual that they had brought to my neighborhood to do me wrong.
And they will find out. They will find out through telephone companies and records and stuff. Those are things that investigators can do. They can find out who was trying to get you hurt.
Right.
So I'm just happy that this has started, that this whole rollo has been put in motion. And let's see what they find out.
Right. Está bien. I want to thank you, Miss Painter, for being here with me tonight, Miss Painter. Gracias por todo el apoyo. Se lo agradezco.
Aquí estoy, Jaime. Tú sabes que aquí estoy.
Gracias. Dios la bendiga.
Dale.
Okay, bye-bye. So, guys, I want to thank everybody that was here with me tonight. Gracias a cada uno de ustedes que estuvo aquí conmigo esta noche. Talk to all your neighbors. They don't have cameras. None of my neighbors here have cameras because we live in a small community that we all know each other here. So, basically, ya son personas de tercera edad, people that are very old, guys that live in this colonia here. And so, basically, we never see anybody that's stealing here. We never see any shootings. We never see any of that stuff. It's just so calm. But recently, they've been trying to come after me in certain ways to hurt me and to vandalize my stuff. Jessica's the new cuachentona. What? Hey, tía cuachentona, ¿cómo estás, mi amor? But, guys, I want to thank everybody that was here with me tonight, guys. And anybody who sent me Cash App, thank you, guys. I might go have some dinner tonight. Hola.
¿Qué onda, sobrina? Buenas noches.
Hola, tía, ¿cómo estás, cuachentona?
Bendecida. Oye, ¿qué es una pinche coachenta, güey? En serio.
Pues que te vives cagando, estúpida.
No mames, la limpia culos diciendo eso.
Pues, ¿qué pasó? ¿Se anda peleando contigo?
Pues, well, I don't know what you did to her, fuck.
Yo no hice nada.
Hey, I heard in the video she said that she wanted to commit suicide because of all the bullying. Pero mira, esa es mi cosa. Que se aguante la culera. Tanto que estuvo chingue y chingue contigo. Después de chingue y chingue conmigo. Y después ahí anda llorando. Y haciendo de que, ahora haciéndose la víctima. Que se aguante. O sea,
she stopped. No, didn't she stop talking shit already or no?
I mean, to be honest, I haven't heard. I think yesterday she did, but I mean, she's not gonna stop. Let's be realistic. The day that she stops, I'll stop. But we'll see about that.
But I haven't kept up with any of that stuff, to be honest. No sé si ha estado hablando de mí o si no ha hablado de mí. I got other things that are more important than that.
I know, dude. I'm just shocked at like how these women, because there's more than just choking. Güey, o sea, cincuentonas, haciendo un pinche show. Frank me mandó el video de cuando una de ellas fue hasta Houston, güey, y yo me quedo, ¿qué pedo? Like, I'm barely realizing all the drama that these women are doing, and they don't realize it, and then they just play victim, and like if they never did anything, and it's just like, are you being fucking serious? Like,
well, I mean, the thing is I can't change how they conduct themselves. I cannot control any of them. Yes, las madres que hagan ellas, pues es pedo de ellas. But all I'm saying que yo no me he dado cuenta si han estado hablando de nosotros o no. If they are, pues Dios las bendiga y Dios les dé más hocico para hablar de uno. Pero it's irrelevant. I've seen your posts. I love your posts. They look great.
Oh, thank you. I think a lot of people have liked my posts.
I saw a comparison in pictures
Oye, güey,
and
me salieron chingos de personas y muchos también, o sea, en los comentarios. Pero aparte de los comentarios, me han llegado bastantes mensajes de personas de que, oye, muchas gracias por hablar, que porque ella es una mala persona, fue muy grosera, ella me atacó a mí. O sea, so many people, and I'm just like, it's sad, Jaime, because like instead of focusing on trying to destroy someone or hurt them emotionally or bring out their traumas or whatever, their past traumas, she should focus on healing herself.
That's what I talk about. Mira, if you live through trauma as a child, that anybody, or if you go through any type of trauma as an adult or a teenager or whatever, you have to heal those open wounds in order to love yourself. Por eso hay gente tan pendeja que has so much hate, so much anger towards humanity because they have open wounds in life. Sea que te violaron como un niño, that would be an open wound right there because you don't know how to cope with it as you grow up, or you become an addict like I was, and I was molested as a child too, no lo voy a negar. But I was able to grow in life and was able to cope with it and close those open wounds. Y hay gente que todavía sigue con heridas abiertas que por eso son tan ojetes y amargados.
Claro, no, yo sé, but you don't point fingers when your hands are fucking dirty. This is my point. And I know Chucky was saying that I envied her and that I wanted to be her because she was chingona, that my dad loved her more than me. O sea, no, corazón. Like, I'm not going to even go into detail because I know she did a live. I'm reading the comments side. Somebody said that she was talking shit about us. I haven't watched it, to be honest. It's because she's just repeating herself over and over and over. She has nothing to say.
Right.
Ya no tiene absolutamente nada. O sea, claro que todo lo que dijo, la mayoría de las partes, fue, o sea, the only thing that she can get me is because of the OnlyFans. And she's sharing it. And thank you, babe, for sharing it because guess what? I'm making more money thanks to you.
Ay, nunca me ayudaste to do mine.
Sí, entonces yo como que, pues que le sigue. Yo también, o sea.
Hey, tú me debes el reimbursement, culera, de los $25. Que no me gustó la panocha, culera. No me gustó la pinche panocha y ya pichoneándote con quién sabe qué chingados. Dije, no.
Arturo panocholándole, eso es lo que te pasa. Oye, pero no, o sea, that's like my point. Like, don't. Go fix your relationship with your children. Go, you have one in jail. Go visit him. You have one in Matamoros that you don't go see. Go fix it instead of focusing on everybody else's problems, that their fucking kids, what they do for a living. She needs to invest her time in herself. And like you stated, and like we all know, she's not all there. She really does need to heal. And I hope that one day she will, because it sucks to live like
well,
that.
It's a process in life. I mean, because mira, uno busca una salida en esta vida to face reality. For example, myself, when I go back to myself, yo busqué las drogas para to be able to make myself feel happy, to fill in that void.
To numb the pain.
Right, to numb the pain, to fill in that void. And some of them look at for alcohol. Some of them se maman todos los días because they're trying to fill that void in life. Pero pasan los años y uno tiene que reflexionar en esta vida. Is it worth living this life, a miserable life, and losing years of love with a family, your children, your brothers, your sisters? It is not worth it. It's not worth it. Por eso en esta vida uno que tiene que tomar un día a la vez, ¿verdad? Y en vez que andar pensando que voy a hacer la otra semana, the following week, you're living a day at a time. And you have to learn that every day you wake up, it's every day you have to battle your demons. And if you can't battle your demons, you're going to drown yourself in alcohol, you're going to drown yourself in drugs or whatever it is. And you're never going to be able to live a peaceful life.
That sucks, honestly. Like, it really fucking sucks having to wake up, check fucking Facebook. I'm getting messages from, and that's it. I just found out about this entire thing. I don't know. Trust me, I would hate to be in her shoes where she has to constantly wake up, do her stupid lives, attack people, go on calling my uncle. O sea, eso fue otra cosa que a mí me molestó. Y mi pobre tío, bueno, ya, no es pobre porque también andaba hablando mierda, pero, o sea, grabándolo y él señor, sin darse cuenta. O sea, ¿quién va a hacer eso? O sea, no manches, también. Nosotros también de pan.
Right, so at the end of the day, I feel, mira, no le deseo mal tampoco. Ojalá que un día de estos se mejore, se enfoque en ella misma, and she finds the love, the caring she needs, and for her to be able to maybe one day be able to cope with the family, which is yourself, and form some sort of harmony. A lo mejor no quererse y verse todos los días, pero tener una relación que se pueden comunicar, ¿cómo estás? Ay, si se te ofrezca algo, háblame, sin estar peleando como perros y gatos. ¿Sí me entiendes?
Bueno, I'm over here in Miami. I'm minding my own fucking business. I'm pretty much.
Bueno, te pregunto una pregunta, Jessica. Si un día de estos te llegara a hablar y te pidiera por perdón, ¿la aceptarías?
No. ¿Sabes por qué? Porque todas las cosas que le dijo a mi mamá. En su vida, yo vi los problemas que ella le causó a mi mamá. Todo el mierdero que he hablado de mi mamá. Yo amo a mi mamá. Ella, al contrario, le tiene mucho coraje y muchas personas se han dado cuenta. Pero, o sea, a mí me encabrona el hecho de que, güey, déjala descansar. Ya, el coraje, o sea, se acabaron los problemas, como dices tú en los lives, que ya se murió mi mamá. Pero ¿por qué la sigues trayendo en tus pinches lives? Déjala descansar en paz. Muy bien que recibes el pinche dinero del negocio de ella, de Matamoros, porque era de mi mamá, no era de nadie más. O sea, eso es lo que a mí me encabrona. Like, she's just a problematic person. You might mend things with her. The thing is...
Well, I don't think I would mend things with her. And what I mean, I don't mend things
Mira,
is
no,
because...
yo no sé, pero es tu pinche suegra. Ni modo. We're gonna have to kiss out somewhere, somehow, at some point, my dear.
Mira, mi amor, no quieres que comience con tu pinche OnlyFans y decir que eres de prostituta, culera.
Hey. Yes, make me famous, please.
Bueno, guys, follow Jessica on OnlyFans, jessicaguerrera.onlyfans.com. You'll see her profile picture que está empinadota con un culo enorme, y les voy a decir que las fotos están súper buenas. A mí no me gusta la panocha, les digo de ahorita, pero they're nice and cute pictures y todo. No enseña mucho de piel ni nada, pero está see-through lingerie y todo el pinche pedo. So ya se imaginarán lo que ven, guys. No tiene tampoco donde está mamando chiles. No, yo no miré ninguna, yo no miré donde está mamando chiles.
I think obviously she wants to fucking like make me look like, oh, I'm a prostitute.
Bueno, pero if you were a porn star no tuviera nada de malo, ¿no?
No, o sea, claro que no, de cada quien su porno.
¿Has hecho porno o no?
La verdad, pero I don't do it, though. I would tell you.
¿Nunca has hecho porno?
No, I haven't.
Nah, culera, pero muy bien que quieres con babo, perra. Muy bien que quieres con pinche babo, culera. Tú mismo lo dijiste en el otro live que con babo y babo y babo. No comiences. No, culera, vete con pinche Rigo Tobar, culera. A mí no comiences a mamar la borrega con pinche babo. Babo es mío, culera. He just texts me right now.
No tampoco a ti, con todos los pinches M&M, las perlitas que tenía ahí.
Bueno, no le entrarías así que te desligara la chingada y te sacara toda la cuach.
¿Qué es cuacha? ¿La cagada?
La mierda, ruca, que te saque toda la cuacha.
¿Pero por qué? Why is that your nickname? Oh,
porque antes, because I have irrational bowel, whatever the fuck it is, bowel movement, right? Y antes comía y riata que vete a cagar. Y luego tenía lives, yo hacía lives cuando se acababa el pinche toilet paper, me sentaba y no me fijaba que no había toilet paper, y pues I would go live en las stripes. Man, there's no toilet paper. Grité como pendeja, right? Por eso me ponen la cuachenta por cagona.
La cuachenta, y ahora yo soy la cuachenta número 2.
Yes, ahora a ti también saca la cuacha, pero no. Platícame tu relación con Rigo Tobar, ¿cómo te está yendo?
¿La qué?
Tu relación con Rigo o con este Beto Quintanilla.
Con
no me digas que tú también te mamas y pones a pinche Beto Quintanilla, culera. Vale más que no empieces.
No, I don't. Hombre, cállate.
O pones a Lalo Mora.
Lalo Mora, no, Jenny Rivera.
Oh, bueno, tía, ahí te dejo y te lo lavas y ahí me lo guardas para otros vatos.
Ay, cochino, sí, ya estás.
Bueno, bye. Guys, no está mi tía Jessica de allá de Florida, guys, que la voy a conocer este summer. Voy a ir con mi two-piece bikini. Vamos a ir yo y Ram. Again, you guys want to follow her on her OnlyFans. It's Jessica Guerra at onlyfans.com. You are more than welcome to subscribe to her channel. You'll see great pictures. She is posting in lingerie. Se le ve poquito de todo, guys, pero no mucho. Guys, I want to thank everybody that was here with me tonight. I want to thank everybody who Irrational Ball is intense. Yes. I want to thank everybody who sent me Cash App. Muchísimas gracias, guys. And I want to thank everybody who sent me super chat. Guys, I know Miss Painter sent me yesterday. Chelly helped me out, guys, but I'm looking for help, guys, for this week. I am a little bit tight on tight on that. No, I'm tight on funds, guys, to be honest. With all this going on, I was wondering if you guys would be generous enough to help me out with $1 or $2. If y'all could cash at me $1 or $2 would be great. I need to come out with some funds to be able to buy certain medications that is not covered by Ambetter. If y'all could help me out, great. If you cannot do it, I totally understand. Open another channel, YouTube channel. Thanks, Jessica. I will open up another YouTube channel pretty soon, guys. I have another one already ready to go, so I'll be doing that pretty soon, guys. So again, guys, if y'all want to help me out with some 2 paychecks, can they give me 2 paychecks? Racial praise for you, Jaime. Thank you. So, guys, if y'all want to help me out, great. Por favor, se los agradezco de corazón. If y'all want to send me $5, $10, whatever it is, 32 cents, whatever it is, I would appreciate it. My Cash App is Money Jaime 5200. A mí también, guys, acabo de have best night, Jessica. Ay, todos con Jessica, todos alborotados con la pinche. ¿Por qué con pinche Jessica? Yo qué culeros. Todos mami la borrea con la Jessica. Yo qué. Para eso vienes, culera, para to steal my viewers. Ya no te voy a contestar. Les vamos a cantar Happy Birthday. Thank you, Ashley, for the super chat. Le vamos a cantar las mañanitas a la mamá de Danny, guys, antes de terminar el show. Thank you, Michelle, for the super chat. Estas son las mañanitas que cantaba Rey David. A las muchachas bonitas se las cantamos así. Despierta, muy bien despierta, mira que ya amaneció. Ya los pajarillos cantan, la luna ya se metió. Qué linda está la mañana en que vengo a saludarte. Venimos todos con gusto y placer a felicitarte. El día en que tú naciste, nacieron todas las flores. Y en la pila del bautismo cantaron los ruiseñores. Ya viene amaneciendo y a la luz del día nos dio. Levántate de mañana, mira que ya amaneció. Happy birthday to my suegra, la mamá de Danny. Happy birthday to my suegrita. Te quiero con todo mi corazón, suegrita. La mamá de Danny Villarreal es mi suegra, guys. Mucho amor, mucho beso. Te amo. Don't forget the likes, guys. Don't forget to like, guys. Don't forget to share. Don't forget to invite a friend. Gracias a cada uno de ustedes que estuvo aquí conmigo esta noche, guys. I want to thank everybody who has sent me a super chat, guys. Thank you. Se los agradecería, guys, if y'all could do it. If you cannot, no hay pedo, guys. Good night. Los amo a cada uno de ustedes. Hasta mañana.